It's that time of year again, with warmer days, blossoming trees, and clear blue skies. When sunshine fills the lengthening days and you can hear constant cheerful bird chirps. Have you guessed it? Yes, it's spring. And one of my favorite parts of spring is the greater variety of vegetables that can be enjoyed, like bok choy. But if you're completely new to plant-based eating and just stepping into the world of green leafy vegetables, you might find the words bok choy not only foreign-looking but also strange to pronounce. What is this vegetable? How does it taste? And what can you make with it? Let's look at that today. In this ingredient spotlight episode, we'll take a closer look at this vegetable, what it is and what's in it nutritionally. I'll show you that it is easy to cook and super versatile in the plant-based kitchen too. Ready? Get comfy with your favorite springtime drink and let's begin. Welcome to the Plant-Based Eating Made Easy podcast. I'm your host, Anna Zinn, plant-based registered dietitian and transition coach. Hi friend, do you want to regain your health with plant-based eating but feel overwhelmed and lost about how to do it? Do you feel it'll be hard to change your meat-heavy diet and impossible with working, running the home, or chasing after the grandkids? If so, you're in the right place. Here you'll find simple strategies, clear nutrition guidance, and practical tips to help you thrive plant-powered with more energy. So if you're ready to ditch the guesswork and transform your health the stress-free way, cozy up now with a hot cup of tea or listen while you walk. And let me show you how doable plant-based eating can be. Let's do this. Hi, friend. Are you feeling lost and overwhelmed? Like really lost about how to even turn around your lifestyle and make the change to plant-based eating? Maybe you're feeling like this member of my community who reached out to me recently for advice. She asked, "Can you please tell me how we start? What and when do we eat? I have been a keto carnivore for so long, but with menopause, I keep gaining weight." If you've been used to depending on mostly meat and processed convenience foods to make meals, it can definitely seem hard to make a diet change to eating mainly or only plants. The plant-based world can also seem so big and daunting because there are so many new ingredients to learn about and new ways of prepping and cooking. You're trying to do research on the internet and figure things out, but it often just ends in information overload. Well, if you are looking for a simpler, easier way to make a plant-based diet transition, join me inside the Plant Power Life Transformation course. You'll get a clear step-by-step roadmap and guidance to help you move into an increasingly plant-powered lifestyle so you can enjoy better health and do more with the people you love. This one-stop 6-module online course will teach you essential skills and knowledge about key plant-based ingredients, produce stretching and money-saving hacks, meal ideas, and tasty, affordable, simple-to-make whole food plant-based recipes. You'll build the confidence and knowledge you need to thrive plant-powered and sustain it for life. Find out more details at plantnourish.com/PPLT course or see the link in the show notes. Now, if you've been around for a little while in the plant-based diet world, the words bok choy may be rather familiar to you. You may already have had the chance to try it, perhaps at a restaurant, and possibly even cooked with it before. But for someone brand new to plant-based eating, this term can seem like just another strange-sounding ingredient that's equally foreign to you in the kitchen. That's why I'm doing this episode today. I love bok choy and would love for you to get to know it too. I'm excited to share more about this easily likable Asian vegetable with you. So let's shine the spotlight on bok choy now. First, what exactly is bok choy? Bok choy is a green leafy vegetable that is part of the cruciferous family botanically. This means it is in the same family as other cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, broccoli, and kale. Are you surprised to know this? Bok choy originated from China and has a long history as a beloved vegetable used in Chinese cuisine. The entire plant can be eaten, from the stem to the leaves, and it can be enjoyed either raw or cooked. Since I am Chinese ethnically and spent part of my growing up years in Singapore, a Southeast Asian country, bok choy is a vegetable I naturally ate lots of while growing up, and it is still one of my favorite vegetables now. In Northern Hemisphere countries like the United States, bok choy is a leafy vegetable you may see more abundantly sold in stores and at farmers markets starting in the springtime. But in Asian countries where the climate is hot for the majority of the year, the conditions are more favorable for it to be grown pretty much year round. So what do you get nutritionally when you eat bok choy? Let's look at that next. Bok choy is a source of key nutrients like vitamins A, C, and K. It is also a good source of calcium, fiber, potassium, beta carotene, iron, and folate. Not only that, the calcium from bok choy is well absorbed into our bodies, which makes it an especially great leafy vegetable to include in meals. This is just one of the many things I love about bok choy. Now here's how to recognize and buy bok choy when you next go grocery shopping. Nowadays, most big North American and European supermarkets will likely carry bok choy. But if you don't find them there, check an Asian grocery store near you. Sometimes you may see other supermarket labels for this vegetable, such as pak choy or bok choy, with an alternate spelling of choy as CHOI, but they all refer to the same vegetable. It may also be categorized under the generic term of Chinese cabbage. Though there are a wide range of varieties, I usually see two main types of bok choy sold in grocery stores. These are the traditional bok choy and Shanghai bok choy varieties. You may see other varieties sold at farmers markets. The traditional bok choy is larger with thick white stems and big dark green leaves, while Shanghai bok choy tends to be smaller in size with lighter green leaves and pale green stems. Some say bok choy looks a little like a celery-lettuce hybrid because it has green leaves and succulent midribs rising up from a bulbous base. Either way, if there is a section for Asian vegetables in your local grocery store, have a look there first, as it will likely be displayed for sale there. Now let's get to the fun part. How do you enjoy bok choy? I already shared that one of the things I love about bok choy is how nutrient-rich it is. Well, here are a few other things I love about this leafy green. Mainly its taste and how easy it is to cook up. If you haven't tried bok choy yet, know that when raw, it has a tender, slightly crunchy bite to it and tastes mildly sweet. Also, bok choy may look bulky when you buy it and take up some space in the fridge. But when you cook it, it actually cooks through relatively fast and shrinks down quite a bit in size as well. So here's a pro tip for enjoying it. Don't overcook it. Now, besides having a mild taste and being easy to cook, I also love how versatile bok choy can be. It can be used in so many different ways in dishes. Here are just some ideas for you to consider. One simple way to enjoy bok choy is to eat it raw, chopped or shredded in a salad. You could also add some raw chopped bok choy leaves into a smoothie. It works. I've done it lots of times. Other ways to enjoy them are to add some into a soup, into a stew, or saute them on their own to form a tasty side dish. You can also use some chopped bok choy when cooking up noodle stir fries or fried rice dishes. I hope you see that there are just so many ways bok choy can be enjoyed. So today we looked at what bok choy is, what's in this leafy green nutritionally, and how to recognize and buy bok choy at the store or in farmers markets. I also gave you pro tips about cooking them and showed you that there are lots of ways you can enjoy them. Now here's an action step you can take. The next time you're at the store, Buy some fresh bok choy and try this leafy green out at home in a few different ways, using some of the ideas I suggested. Now, if you've never ever had bok choy before or never cooked with it at home yet, it might help to try experimenting with the smaller Shanghai bok choy vegetable variety first, then later branch out to try the larger traditional bok choy. But see what is available at the stores near you first. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and see how much there is in the plant-based world to learn about and explore, especially since we only looked at one plant-based ingredient in today's episode. I hope you'll grow to enjoy and love bok choy as much as I do. Remember, if you want to easily master the basics of plant-based eating and grow in knowledge and confidence using key whole food plant-based ingredients, see the link in the show notes or go to plantnourish.com/PPLT course to find out if the online Plant Power Life Transformation course is right for you. I would love to support you more in your plant-based diet journey through this course. Thank you so much for listening. If this podcast has inspired, encouraged, or helped you in some way to transform your health, I would love to hear about it. Please take 30 seconds to rate and leave a written review on Apple Podcasts to let me know. It'll encourage me so much to hear how this podcast has positively impacted and made a difference in your journey towards wellness. And share about this podcast with a friend or loved one so we can all thrive in the best health. Remember, plant-based eating can be easy and doable. See you in the next episode, my friend.